Morning, friends. It's Nancy. Happy Sunday morning, first Sunday of October. And this little beauty still belongs to me. So I just thought I'd show her again in case somebody thought, oh, it won't still be in the shop. It is. It's still in the shop. And I've adjusted the price a little, thinking maybe the price was scaring people off. Yeah. So if you're interested in this journal, go over to my shop, have a look. What I'm working on now, I'm working on two journals now. So the first one is created out of this vintage Christmas lights box. Look at that piece of paper. Oh, it just came right off. So I have sealed because it's card. I mean, it's heavy card, but it's just card. I sealed it with Liquitex acrylic medium, and you can see I did a little bit of a swirly pattern, front and back, both sides. This is the back. It was just plain cardboard, so I used a piece of vintage looking paper that sort of looked like wrapping paper to me. And again, it's all sealed. So this will be the spine. Once I get it together, it'll have a dark green spine like this to match the it's too shiny to see, but it has a dark green curtain there. Little kids hiding behind the curtain. I'm still thinking about how I can camouflage this tear, and I'm at a crux. I've got two ideas, and I will think about that later. The other one I'm working on this one's called Merry Christmas from Betsy. This was a favorite book of mine when I was a kid, and so I've added this cording, and what I'm going to do is pull out some of these stitches to unbraid this so that it'll lie flatter, and then I'll cover that up. And I'm going to do some little fabric corners on here too, like that. So let's let me just adjust the camera, and we'll work on that. Okay, this is a bit of an experiment because I've never done it before. So I guess I want it to stay braided to about this point. And there's little stitches here. If I wreck this, I'm going to be so mad. So if you follow my Instagram or Sunnyside Journal, Catherine, her Instagram, you'll see that we had an adventure yesterday. So I was watching her video yesterday morning at shortly after 7, I guess, when it was published, and she was saying that she was going to her Kirby Church book sale, and I have been wanting to go there for 2 years. But anyway, in the video she was saying this might be the last one because, you know, it's getting winter and they can't heat the place and yada yada yada. And I said, oh, poo, I wanted to get there this year. And Doug said, go. So I said, okay. I sort of want it to stop right there. Let's put a piece of tape on it for now, and then I'll glue it. So I had been texting Catherine because we always say good morning to each other. And I said, what time are you going to the Kirby Church? And she said, oh, I like to be there for 10 o'clock when they open. And I said, okay, I'll meet you there. What? So I hopped in the car. And up the 401 I drove. And when I got to Catherine's, I just parked my car in front of her place and she drove. And we went to the book sale. I picked up a couple of things. Which I'll show you. And then we went to this little town, Ormo. I don't know how to say it. I'm going to say it's Ormo. Yeah, I think I can just sort of maybe even just put a piece of masking tape over that instead of trying to glue it down. No sense making the job harder than it needs to be. Oh, maybe a little bit of glue. Little bit. Just to help it lay flat. And in this little town, they have 2 antique markets. So we went there. I didn't find anything. They were kind of unusual in that there's a lot of glass and china. maybe that's normal, and I just thought, that's... And it could be because, I mean, they're near, you know, big city, whereas, I mean, where I live is a big city now, but that, I think that's only because of the universities, and so it's been largely a rural. So I see a lot more like householdy kinds of antiques. Not a lot of china and okay. Yeah, that feels a lot flatter. Hi, kitty. All right, let's look at the other side. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect. Now, I made these little triangles, and I stitched across them with some gold thread, just to sort of give them a finish. I don't know that it was necessary, but come on, you. I'm just pulling the threads to the back. Anyway, I didn't find a thing. Not that I needed anything anyway. But I did get some books. And on my way home, I stopped at the scrapbook store in Oshawa. Got a little bit of paper. Okay, so this is getting placed right there. Today is Sunday, as I mentioned. I'm not going to Aberfoyle, which is my usual Sunday outing. It is pouring rain and has been pouring rain all night. But what I would like to do is get some housework done, clean out the fridge. The fridge looks disorganized. And I probably should get some groceries. But it's all way too early to do any of those things right now. Might go shopping too. I'm trying to force myself to buy some new work clothes. Step it up a bit. I can't go to work in my nightgown like I have for the last year and a half. Leggings and t-shirts from Doug's drawer aren't cutting it either. So I went out last week and I got myself a sweater and a top and 2 pairs of pants. I'm telling you, I think my feet have grown too. And maybe that's from it being barefoot for the last year and a half. Because I wore a pair of shoes that I've had for some time to work the other day, and they rubbed a blister on my heel. So those are going in the garbage. I'm too old to have sore feet. Stupid shoes. So I figure if I force myself to do a little shopping once a week, just get one outfit, I should be in good shape by Halloween. I've often wanted to have one of those capsule wardrobes. Google that if you don't know what I'm talking about. But it just seems so boring. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. I'm not gonna make you watch me do that again. I'll set this aside and I'll show you the books I got. Alright, so all of these books were $1 a piece. I better put my pin in here. This one $19.71, but it has these really great pictures of canaries. Oh, look at that guy. He's pretty fancy. Look at his haircut. And they all look really easy to fussy cut. Oh, that's pretty. So there's quite a lot there for fussy cutting. This is Thornton Burgess book. And 1916 is the date on there. There's a couple of illustrations. The paper's no good. It's really pulpy. Oh, there's an owl. So it's kind of an interesting, it's got leaves layered on. The Dog Crusoe. I'm not impressed with the title, but I do like this looks like a Tudor rose almost. And the blue color is really nice. It's a Western. printed in Great Britain. I don't see a date, but it talks about the biography of the author. He died in 1894. Again, really pulpy paper, can't be reused. But there's some... I don't like these pictures. It's all dogs. Dogs and horses. Don't get me wrong, I love dogs and horses, but not for junk journals. Oh, buffaloes. Anyway, but I do like the cover. I think that will make something pretty. I don't know who this person is. Elsie DeWolf. Let's have a swallow of coffee. But the dust cover is very attractive to me. It says here she's a legend in the world of style. Turn of the century. She made chintz chic, raised stripes to stardom, brought trellis indoors, put fine French furniture on the map, and leopard prints on chairs, cushions, and carpets. Well, there you go. So it has this great chintz pattern here on the flyleaf. There's some leopard, and it has these like great little details that are totally fussy cuttable. And also has I mean, it's about decorating, but it also has some great black and white photos of portraits, I mean. Like here's one here, and here and here. A few more. Several, well, there's 7 right there. And there's another beautiful page that I will totally use. And even, you know, some of these little edges, definitely fussy cuttable. Very pretty. I got this one because I thought this would make a really great journal with a big fat cat right there. Cats have 288 bones. I think this was from 1952. So it's largely text, but as I said, I want to make a journal out of this. I think that'll make a great journal about cats. Oh, I've been reading this series of books. So they had this one for $1. Why not? This was in the kids' books section, and it has these flippy pictures. See, I could use these pictures in my cat journal because they all have cats. So that's definitely takey apartable. Here they are with dogs. So it has these really cute little Victorian pictures. Here's the little girls with dolls. Maybe they're starting a choir. More cats. Oh, there's another kitten. So I thought for $1, that's a whole bunch of nice journaling cards. Oh, this one is all about tulips. And there's a ton of botanical images in here. And they're nice matte pictures. They're not shiny. And there's tons. That one even has butterfly and caterpillar. As well as examples of tulips in art. So I thought that was a really, really good find. That is gorgeous. I have no idea what it says, but it's beautiful. And this one has, this is British. And it just has lots of nice little pages with color illustrations and some black and white illustrations. Look at that tree. The mushrooms. It sort of reminds me of Edith Holland. I mean, these aren't her watercolor, but the same, because it's a British book, the same sorts of images. Same flowers and animals. Anyway. Last but not least, there was a set of old encyclopedias with leather bindings, and these are old, 1865, and it has maps and numerous wood engravings. So there's a map of Palestine. I mean, there are, ooh, you feel nice. There are some nice engravings. Oh, this is about opium. (1865). Look at the O, the 15th letter in the English alphabet. Oh, there's also a map of Prussia. And I got 2 of them. Catherine, I think, got 3 of them. This one says 1862. It says there's a, oh, look at the little people, the fashion. This is a section about fashion. There's a section about fairies. Fairies and elves. Where's that map of Europe? There it is. Huh. Isn't that something? And there's Prussia. And Prussia, Bavaria, Hanover, this is something to think about. You know, when this was printed in 1862, what a different world it was. Is that an elk? Yep, here's an elk. Queen Elizabeth's signature. And it smells like wood smoke to me. Definitely has a wood smoky kind of smell. Not a stinky old book smell, but this was a very expensive book when it was made. Anyway, I have 2 of them. Catherine has 3. And I might be premature in saying this, but we're going to make some sort of a challenge for each other to make a journal out of one. Now, these are big books. These are, this one's 2 inches. So there's going to be a lot in it, obviously. What a great spine. Not all of them were in this great shape. Like all of the covers are kind of rough, you know, where they've rubbed together being pulled on and off a shelf. But I chose the ones that had the best leather spines. They are gorgeous though. Anyway, so I don't know what that challenge is going to look like. I'm hoping we're going to wait until the new year because I got a lot to do. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. Take care of yourselves. Have a great Sunday. We'll talk to you again soon.